There we go. See if I can actually get you in the picture this time.
Yeah, fine.
Hey everybody, CT Hippo and Natalie out here again. Today we are down near the town of Black Diamond, kind of between Seattle and Enumclaw, and approximately in the middle of nowhere. We're going to try to hike out to the ghost town of Franklin, which was a coal mining town. Coal was discovered in this area in 1898 and actively mined until around 1918. There's a little bit of small-scale mining that went on after that, but basically it was all abandoned. And came down for the Welsh History Days and got some information from the local museum, and now we're going to try to find it. So we'll see where we end up. So there's the coal car. That is bigger than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Palmer Coking Coal Company. Go stand next to the coal car, pretty lady.
Me?
You. That is not a small coal car. If we look this way, scientists thank the students of Cedar Heights High in Kent, Washington for all the hard work in restoring Franklin. Franklin is becoming more popular than ever before. Good to know. And the cemetery is that way, along with the shaft, but we'll get to that last. So, let's go on past the coal car into the town site. So for reference, I really should do better than this, but we're right there, little thing that says CC, coal car. And we're going to go up this way. The three-pronged things are the old mine shafts, the two horizontal adits, and then the vertical shaft is over here. So we're going to wander this way down along the town site and see how far we get. So we're coming up here. There's a piece of cable here by the road. This may have been, operative word being may have been, one of the adits. You can certainly see how it just ends on a cliff here. See if we can see any evidence of the adit or the seam, but the way it's sloughed certainly looks like there could have been an adit here. There's more cable on the ground. You can see how the thrust of the bedding planes is, which somebody who knows more about geology can probably figure out what that says about where the coal was, but there may have been an adit right below us. And then I think right over there is where the hoist houses were. According to the map, there were coal car hoists here, opposite side of the road. So, based on what I saw in Nevada, I suspect that there were sheaves and winches mounted on this, And if you look directly opposite, there's the opening where we just were. So that's probably where the shaft or the adit portal was. And I think there was a decline. I think the coal seam went down at an angle, and so the cables from this would have gone down the shaft to pull the cars up, and then the mine workings themselves were down quite a ways. Go stand in there for scale. So you can get an idea just how big the these plinths are and how big the sheaves probably were that went down that shaft. You can see steel bolts up there set in the rocks that would have probably held the frames for the sheaves, the shafts. Huh? Oh yeah. There's a mounting there for something. Hard to say what exactly. Somebody's mowed this for some reason. Oh, here's the remains of something. Pile of sheet metal. It's probably too thin to have been like a tank or anything. It's probably covering on an outhouse or a shed or something. So we got another concrete structure there, which I'm going to guess went into the hill right there someplace. This being coal mining. All everything's collapsed. The strata that coal occurs in is far, far weaker and far more prone to collapse than the what you find gold or silver or copper in. And so coal mines have a tendency to fall down on their own quite rapidly, sometimes with people still in them. According to the map, there were houses, miners' housing, all along this road on the left side. Oh, there's where it was. So you can see here this would have been where the hoist works would have been. Big stone blocks with 1.5 or 2-inch bolts sticking out of them. Give me some ideas how big this monker is. Those are probably a good solid 2 inches. And you can see up there where it went into the hillside. So just follow the line of the foundations here. Would have been straight into there. A lot smaller bolts here for mounting something else, and then another line of the big ones. And then right in there is where the adit would have been. Or, well, let's see. These don't line up exactly, which is interesting. Oof. So in this one, you look down there, lines right straight into that hillside. But if we come over here, look down this one, see it kind of goes in at a little bit different angle, but into largely the same area. So, not sure how that worked. So we're up about where the adit would have been, looking down to the hoist structures. There's the one, second one. Again, you can see the thrust of the rock is down like that. So they were probably following a seam at that kind of an angle downwards and on down. Oh, there's another plinth right over there. So you see this road trail, whatever, goes on for a little bit down. And another set of what we presume to be sheave bases or winch bases or something. Goes straight into the hillside there. So somewhere over there would have been another adit probably. That's the one we were looking at before. Ooh. And then according to the map, so there's the road down there. The housing extended all the way down along this way to the left, with this upper trail probably more of a miner's path, shortcut to get to work. Right there. You're over there. So there's the foundation for something. This might have been the big mill that we see in the pictures. You make it? I have faith in you.
Hold on. Thank you.
So, concrete and I think native stone. This is that trail that we saw earlier coming from behind the other structure. So whatever was here, it ran up parallel to the road. Oh, and it ends right here. Never mind. Oh, that trail just ends right here. So that was just to get from the mines and that other plinth to this spot. I wonder if that hill there is a cut or a tailings pile. You know, I bet that's a waste rock dump. I bet that is this waste rock dump right here.
That looks very similar. Yeah.
Which would make that thing we just looked at, this building right here. So I think this building with the stacks is what we were just on the foundation of, which would make this building here, the one with the two plinths on the other side. This is the waste rock pile. And then up here might be that other plinth that we saw by the second mine. So after completing the town site and trudging up a moderately steep hill, we've approximately reached the shaft. As you can see, the weather has decided to stop cooperating with us, but that's okay, it's driven off all the other hamsters, so it's just us up here now. So they put this grating over it, but through the miracle of the Cinepole, you can kind of see down there maybe, hopefully. Remember folks, selfie sticks aren't inherently evil. Assholes make selfie sticks evil. What does the sign say?
Caffeine glasses.
Yeah, me either. That's thunder.
We're getting it all today.
The Franklin Mine. Purpose of the Franklin number 2 shaft sunk before 1910 was to mine coal down to 500 feet below sea level. Mine is a rectangular hole 10 foot 6 by 18.8 and is over 1,300 feet deep. This concrete steel and grate was placed over the shaft for public safety by the Washington State Parks and Recreation Commission with funds provided by Department of Interior, Office of Surface Mining, blah blah blah. You see where they use railroad rail to hold the...
I think it did. That's interesting.
And then I think that trail goes on out to the cemetery, but I'm not that ambitious today.
Yeah.
And there you can see view across the valley. The is the Green River down there? I don't remember. Some river.
We're too drowned.
Yep. So that's been our slightly soggy trip to the Franklin Mine. The Black Diamond History Museum in the town of Black Diamond is a couple of guided tours up here annually, and you can get a hold of them. If I think about it, I'll put a link in the description, or I'll forget all about it, you know, one or the other. But I would like to thank the museum for the information that helped us find this place, and we'll see you on the next one. Say goodbye.
Bye.